I was daring anyway. Hey, what's up, guys? Alex here in Newmarket, Ontario, which is a bit north of Toronto, still in the GTA in York region. I just got off the Viva Yellow bus on a Van Hool. I filmed a bus ride on that route, of course, from Newmarket Terminal all the way to Highway 404 and then back. And yeah, we're here in downtown, historic downtown Newmarket. And I've been here for, let's say, hour and 45 minutes. What I did was I took the GO bus up here from Highway 407 Terminal. And I went to the Hudson's Bay store at the Upper Canada Mall. And then I got some pizza. I got a slice from Topper's Pizza. It was pretty good. And then I took the Viva Blue bus to a nearby office building. It had like a couple of northern elevators. I filmed those, and then I went back up to the terminal, and then I filmed the yellow line. It's a very, very short route. Just goes along Davis Drive, and now we're back here in downtown Newmarket. And also right next to here is the Newmarket GO station. So maybe we'll see a train going by. But my last visit here was back in October of 2023. So that was when the fall colors were in effect. Today is the 2nd day of May 2025, and it is just after 1:45 p.m. and it's around 17 degrees Celsius. We've got our first squirrels, you guys can see. And I didn't want to leave Newmarket without making a walking video, because all I did today was just riding the friggin' bus around the sprawling neighborhoods of Newmarket. Of course, a lot of these wide-ass roads dotted with plazas and shit like that. And that's what I saw as we approached like Leslie Street and Highway 404. Oh man, it was just unbelievable. But that's what the sprawling suburbs of York region look like. Oh, I hear the railway crossing, so that means a train's coming. I could have taken the train back to Toronto, but obviously not anymore. To get back to Toronto, I'm gonna hop back on the GO bus, go back the way I came from. I thought of taking the Viva Blue down to Finch Terminal, but I would have been in for a very long ride. I would say an hour and 10-minute ride to get from here to Finch Terminal. So I'm just gonna stick with the GO bus, because if I take the Viva Blue, chances are I'm going to be home a lot later, so it's best if I just go back the way I came from. The GO bus would just take me along Davis Drive to Highway 400 and then down to the Highway 407 terminal, where I can connect with the subway and just go home from there. The only downside is the stupid speed zone between Yorkdale and Lawrence West, where it just takes 6 minutes to go, because there's a major issue on that section. And trains have been crawling at a snail's pace for a couple months now. Well, it is mostly cloudy. It's not even a bad day outside. But when I last visited here, I filmed a walking video using the shaky camera. But obviously, I use the iPhone for the videos. Here's Queen Street coming up. So I'm just gonna meander around downtown Newmarket here. I have like under 50 minutes to catch the GO bus. So that means I gotta go back to Newmarket Terminal, which is right next to Upper Canada Mall. And that's pretty much the main reason why I came up here. It's still worth it though. I may be far from home, but I'm very adventurous. I want to make as many videos as possible. The Newmarket has a population of 87,000 people. And as I said, it's in the Greater Toronto area. If anything, it's like a half an hour drive north of Toronto. And guys, how about the how about the Maple Leafs last night? They won the series, the Battle of Ontario first round. Game 6, it was kind of tight, but we pulled it off. And the Leafs, for the second time in 20 years, or actually 21 years, are headed to round 2 to take on the defending Stanley Cup champions, Florida Panthers. And yes, this is the same team that we played 2 years ago. We got knocked out of the second round by them. But could things be different? I don't know. I'm very scared to see, because the Panthers are a strong team, and after all, they are the defending Cup champs. I stayed home last night because of the shitty weather. But we'll be heading downtown more often now that the Leafs are in the second round. And we thought the Ottawa Senators would pull off the impossible reverse sweep, because we were up 3-0, and then the Senators won the next 2 games, but then Game 6, we just prevented them from doing so. And so that's how we got up to this point. Actually, we had a 2-0 lead in Game 6, and then the Senators tied it in the third, and then Max Pacioretty, a veteran, scored the game-winning goal with 5 minutes to go. And we were able to pull that shit off, and I was very, very relieved. Because, the Leafs have not had much postseason success. I mean, 2023 was their last one. But as I said, I knew they would make it to the second round, because they just eliminated a weaker team that haven't been in the playoffs since 2017, the Ottawa Senators. But it was a great series. Hats off to them. But I think we should be scared of Florida. But hey, we have home ice advantage still, so I really hope we can do a lot more to get the team going. Because now they have to try and snap a 23-year drought from the Eastern Conference Final. Again, I love all the Canadian flags. I remember walking through here back in 2023. There's the old post office. A couple of historic buildings. We even just passed a brewery building, but I got carried away talking about the Leafs and their success. I remember last time I crossed the train track and over to Prospect Street, but we're gonna stay along this side. Again, this is a very beautiful town, even though it has a lot of sprawling suburbs that just never want to see a friggin' end. But this is what it's like in a suburban city or town in York region. Just remember, back in March, I visited Aurora, which is just south of here. Old Village Free House. Here's Botsford Street. Onto Water, and then we'll probably go up a few residential streets and get back up to Davis Drive on the bus and head back to Newmarket for the GO bus. We can even hang out at Upper Canada Mall where I was, because that was my first stop on this trip, so I could check out the Hudson. Of course, is closing, and you know me, I'm documenting. Yesterday was a shitty day. I still went out. I went to North York. I did a walking video on Shepherd Avenue East. And then I filmed a bus ride on 185. And I was thinking maybe I'll see. I wasn't too worried, but I was thinking, because, he does live along Shepherd. And, sorry guys. Shit, I think I paused the video by accident again. But, yeah, as I said, hey, look, we got a D40LF coming on Route 54. It's a 09 model. As I was saying, Yeah, I was on 3421, was just making my usual video. And then at Bazarian Station, I see a familiar... Well, I didn't actually see him come on the bus. But then I saw his back turn. Looks like he was wearing a blue coat. The same thing that Yahya would wear. And then a minute later, he got off. Turned out it was him because I saw a glimpse of his face. So, what a near miss. I'm so glad he didn't see me. But one thing for sure is that, you know, while I'm glad I'm glad he did not see me. But I realized it was him because when he got off the bus, he kind of turned his face a little bit. But it's either he didn't see me or he saw me but decided not to talk to me. So, near miss. And then 2 minutes later, which actually, by the way, there's the train track. That's the Go Transit Berryland. A train already went by. 2 minutes later, I saw another familiar face, and that was Sapan TDC Explorer. And there I literally saw him walking. He had his gimbal on. He was recording a video. And I'm like, no way. I just saw two familiar people in under 2 minutes. I'm like, holy shit. So, I decided to finish the video. Well, I decided to keep going to Shepherd Young Station. And then after I edited my video, I went back into the subway. I texted Sapan to let him know I saw him. And he said he was still at Bayview. So I went back there and I caught up with him. So what a coincidence. I saw Yahya and Sapan within a 2-minute range. So that was pretty crazy. So now we're on Darcy Street. But we'll see where we can go from here. Again, Main Street's very beautiful. But now we're gonna head back up to Davis Drive. Could have brought my sweater, but again, it's literally 18 degrees Celsius, slight wind chill. Oh wow. Again, enjoying the day so far. I don't know what plans I have this weekend. But hey, the Leafs are through to the second round. It could start on Monday against the Florida Panthers. We'll see what we can do this weekend, even though it's not going to be the greatest. Again, at least today we get a break. But still, I'm very tired of the rain. Oh, I think I've walked around here before. This is Church Street. I want to head north. Oh yeah, I remember walking around here last time. This is St. Paul's Anglican Church. I'll head north. I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, this is church, yes. I just said. Well, at least I got some blue sky. That's fine by me. So this is now a much quieter residential street with some houses that probably date back to like 90. No, definitely not that. Probably over 100 years old. We got another squirrel here. Ah, he left. Here's Timothy Street. I left my place around 10:40 a.m. And then I got to Newmarket an hour and 10 minutes later. Now I've been here for, now it's just after, well, almost 2 p.m. So I would say I've been here for 2 hours now. And then I'm gonna hop on the bus, head back to Yonge Street, Upper Canada Mall. I could even hang around there while I'm waiting for the GO bus. And we'll just head home. Again, this is a very quiet street. So we get a little break from the happenings on Main Street. Yeah, there's Main over there. Because look like there are a lot of people. Hello. These are obviously new. How about that? I've seen people by coincidence, but didn't expect to almost run into Yahya. I mean, I saw him, but luckily he didn't see me in Japan. But you know, I've ran into people lots of times unintentionally too. So, but wouldn't find any of y'all here in a pretty small, biggish town called Newmarket. Here's Park Avenue, where we're not in New York, of course. As you can see, we're walking north. Okay, so more of the sun's coming out. That's good. That's very good. At this point, I'm just forming a U shape here in downtown Newmarket. I found the bus to be kind of faster. There's no traffic on the 400 on Davis Drive. It's average like a 30-40 minute bus ride between Newmarket and Highway 47 Terminal. And again, I thought of using the Viva Blue, but that's just a very long way to get back. All right, we're gonna veer off here. This is Millard Avenue. So I think it's best if I pay another fare and head back to where I started my journey, or my trip rather. There's Raglan Street. Looks cute. Nice and quiet. There's Tecumseh Street. There's a gray squirrel this time. And another squirrel, of course, enjoying the beautiful day. I don't know how tired I am. I don't know how tired I'm going to be when I get back home, even though it won't take me too long. At least GO Transit's on time. The thing is, I will be going down at the beginning of rush hour, but I'm only going the opposite because people are going to be heading north, so really hope the highway will be busy. There's a bumblebee here. But it's a sign of spring. So, Queen Street, that'll take me back to Maine. And go Leafs, go, y'all. Remember Tuesday night for Game 5, I went down there. Leafs got fucking shut out 4-0. That was terrible, but they bounced back last night. I was really proud of that, but the only reason why I stayed home was because of the rain. And nobody even went out too. Even Rendezvous announced that they would be canceling their watch party for that night because of the weather. But I really wanted to make a video of a celebration. I think we will. I think the fans will go even more nuts if we make it out of the second round and beat Florida. That's going to be a test, even though we're actually better than them in the standings. But the Panthers themselves have had our number. And I really hope to be better, of course. Stolarz is a great goalie, and I'm really thankful for the coaching change as well. We can thank Berube. He won the Stanley Cup when he coached the St. Louis Blues in 2019. Oh, by the way, guess who else is from Newmarket? Connor McDavid of the Edmonton Oilers. That's a guy I really like so much. In fact, the Oilers defeated the Los Angeles Kings For the 4th straight year in a row, they were down 2-0 in this series, and they came all the way back. Right? I knew the Oilers would win this series. A lot of people favored the Kings to win the series because the Kings are easily the better team. But no, the Oilers, they pulled off 4 straight wins. I really like the Oilers. I mean, again, it's still devastating that they lost Game 7 in the Cup final. But the fact that they managed to, I had them in my bracket and they actually did it. It was a shocker to some people. So yeah, congrats to you, McDavid. And when he scored the championship winning goal for the Four Nations faceoff, a McDonald's here was renamed to McDavid's. Right? Again, he's literally from Newmarket, so it's good to see a fellow Toronto native or Toronto area player just making his mark. Right? I have respect for fellow athletes or fellow Torontonians that become athletes like McDavid, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and several others. And now we're back on Main. There's the Great Goat Pub and Grill.
Why?
All right. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to pay another fare when I hop on the bus. That's the key, I guess. Well, the thing is, though, I had $13 before hopping on the Go bus. By the way, right next to Newmarket Station is a very beautiful shopping mall that I did a video on. It's like, again, the architecture, it's so stunning. It's very 80s. It's a tannery mall. It used to be some sort of factory, then they converted it to shops and retail, although it's a bit of a dead mall, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. All right, guys, so back to where we started. I'm gonna wrap the video up now and start heading home. Hopefully it won't take long. I mean, I could still take the blue bus, but I'm already thinking of just not doing that. Just because, you know, the length and stuff like that. But I guess we'll see. Most likely I'm not gonna do that. Might be around 2:10. Half an hour isn't so long anyway, so that's fine. That's totally fine. Newmarket, well beyond the ordinary. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. And go Leafs, go! Can't wait for the second round. And stay tuned for more videos in the month of May. Spring is finally here. If you want to become a channel member, check the About page. There's a link to that where you can support me for like $5 a month. That really would help. And you can also leave a PayPal donation or super thanks. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care and adios. Bye-bye.